Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. And sure enough, yeah, the Fallout video got hit for copyright in exactly the places I knew it would. I love this. Just walking in the rain. I'm going to have to check and see when that song came out because I'm like, are you kidding me? I think that song's like a decade or two older than me. I'd have to double check to be sure. And of course, it nailed me for the bits where the Mandalorian music started playing. I'm going to have to. I put that mod on a long time ago, not thinking about the fact what if I ever do videos where it'll play music during combat from the Mandalorian. Also, when you level up, it plays the opening chapter music for the Mandalorian as well whenever you start a quest. I'll have to turn that mod off, I guess. I had completely forgotten about it. But like I said, I don't care. Is that your video is blocked in one region? I'll go, yeah, okay, where's that at? Yet I die laughing because every day I get up and not only do you have reaction channels, now you have reaction mashup channels, where not only are the reaction channels violating copyright, but the reaction mashup channels are violating YouTube community standards by using other people's videos to make money. I die laughing too. We don't do this for profit. I go, yeah, let's go see if the same video is on your Twitch channel where you're making the money for it. But you gotta die laughing at how the planet works these days. Well, the reason why I titled today's video "The Show is Dying Again" is because Millie Gibson put out a statement where she said that 2024 should be looking for work and whatnot and seeing what pans out. And it's like, and also some strange murmurings from Ncuti Gatwa. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. Guys, if they did 5 minutes, 5 minutes of research, they'd know that they've practically wrapped, I think, on season 2 of the new series, which means there's just a possibility that Millie Ruby Sunday's character is going off to wherever that character's going off to, and she's going to start looking for something or somewhere else to work. Has nothing to do with Doctor Who being canceled. Oh. Exactly. So if they did 5 minutes of research, they'd know this, but they don't bother. They immediately, or they have and they don't care. This happens all over the place. They have been so wanting this self-fulfilling prophecy of the show being canned since, like, some of these channels have been preaching this since, like, when Jodie Whittaker came on board. And it's, the show's dying because it did something I don't like. No, it isn't. You see, even he's jumping on the bandwagon. This is clickbait. Yeah, it's clickbait extravaganza. They're using people's fears and all that to suck you into a false narrative and feed you a bunch of shit. So you'll stay on their channel and they'll feed you even more shit, except maybe with a little bit of, I might put a little sugar on the shit to make it taste a little better. A spoonful of sugar makes the bullshit go down. The bullshit go down. Also, I'll get hit for profanity, but I don't care. Well, okay, so I'll give him credit on that because I don't think Shooty's leaving yet. I don't watch other channels like, some, except, I don't bother with Thari because I don't want to bother with him. Come on, he's just out there trying to make a buck like everybody else. And, or he's, some cases awake. But like I said, some of these channels are just blatant, like the Rotten Canal, Turdcotic, and I'm like, wow, I'm going to take advice. Like I said, I had a friend of mine who was a comic book shop owner, so I don't want to say that. He had one for years up there. He also sold all my the RPG supplies and all that. He had everything for like Warhammer, 40K, all the D&D stuff, all the Rift stuff. Name it, he had it. I remember our long-running feud with the Loppers. That's a video. That's the thing I'll have to do a video on because that just got comical. Where we had a feud with the Vampire the Masquerade gang that hung out up there, who somehow managed to have the police called on them 3 times. And I'm like, yeah, that's the group I want hanging around where they can turn a live-action role-playing game into a police incident. But I don't know. Like I said, I never actually did it, though, because it feels like I'll be cheating. I've considered doing it, but at the same time, I'm like, why? It's just a hobby. And no one listens to me anyway. Ugh. Why run a good thing by selling out to the man? It's the establishment, man. It's the establishment. Kaylee Cuoco's still around? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, that's another thing you got to watch out for out there in the world based on a true story. And I've talked about that I don't know how many times over the years. They'll stick that on there, and it's like, I really wish they, have removed that by now, how many years later, from the Amityville Horror, original movie. Because the more I studied that case, the more bogus it got. But like I said before, I got to be very, very careful out there. Like that, the simplest statement. The simplest statement now is a prophet of what you call it, a banging, clattering trumpet of doom. Because they can't accept the fact that the show has not failed. They can't accept the fact that this endearing prophecy that the show is going to be canceled because it's quote-unquote woke. Exactly, John. You nailed it right there. We took some names and the rest of it's all bullshit. Yep. And sadly, there are so many of these now that even if you were a lawyer and you wanted to track them down and hit them for libel or slander, it would take you a decade just to get them all. I still love Mystery Science Theater. I get a kick out of that show. I always have. I don't know. Rebel Moon to me seemed like, as I said before, it was just like a ripoff of, if anyone here remembers, with Sybil Danning, Richard Thomas, and all that, was called Battle Beyond the Stars. And that was based off of, I think, like Seven Samurai or something like that. And that's what Rebel Moon seemed like to me more than anything. I'm like, I've seen this before. It's Battle Beyond the Stars with an updated budget. Which isn't such a bad flick when you realize also that that was Jim Cameron's first stint as special effects, what was it, coordinator or something like that. I know he was involved in the special effects department on that. I think it was his first major film that he worked on. Look for it in the credits. It's real. James Cameron worked on Battle Beyond the Stars. But that's what it reminded me of more than anything. It was more than Star Wars. I'm like, this is Battle Beyond the Stars. I know. I'm just kidding, Mark. Yeah, we know the show is based on a true story. Yeah, we know that's the title. I'm just saying based on a true story. That phrase has been used so many times. Like I could do a show called I Took a Shit This Morning and put based on a true story, and except I'll warp it so that Cthulhu comes crawling out of my rear end, you know, but I know we had a new creature revealed yesterday, or was it the day before? It was a fella in a costume, and it was from another piece of filming, I believe. But oh well, I just looked at the time. I have got to get running inside. Okay, everybody please take care, be kind, be calm, be safe. No, the show is not doomed. We're all doomed. Just because Millie Gibson's looking for work doesn't mean the show's doomed. Okay, it just means maybe her companion is leaving at the end of the second series with Shooty. So take care, everyone. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you all tomorrow. I'm sorry about Saturday. I forgot to tell you all about that being canceled. I got so excited about actually having the whole weekend, I completely forgot it. But take care of yourselves. We'll see you all tomorrow morning, because, yeah, we will definitely be here tomorrow. Have a